talk about credit, the first thing that's the most important that a lot of us don't pay attention to, and this is where we're going through reading your consumer report, is your personal information. Why is the personal information so important? A lot of people that get denied because of personal information. There's 10 names, 10 addresses, 10 phone numbers, email addresses. Your information does not match. What does that mean? If I'm a lender and you're coming for an extension of credit and I see 10 variations of your name, 10 addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, do you think I am going to extend the line of credit to y'all? I want y'all to think about it. If somebody's coming to you right now to borrow $5,000 and they gave you 5 different names and 5 different addresses for you to contact them, are you really going to take that money out and give it to them? So why do you think the banks are going to do it? They're not. So cleaning up personal information is the most important part. As soon as you open your consumer report, the first thing you see is personal information. Very important, right? So we clean personal information up. The next thing we clean up are the inquiries. INQUIRIES. The inquiries, right? Even if it's spelled wrong, y'all know I got a high school diploma. You will not judge me today. So inquiries. Inquiries. A lot of us apply for lines of credit and we get denied, but you still get hit. The most inquiry I've seen on a consumer report was 74. 74. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. But I've seen 100 inquiries get cleaned up though. So, inquiries, right? Inquiries go on your credit when, quote unquote, you gave permissible purpose to an institution to pull your consumer report for either employment, well, employment doesn't really count, for lines of credit or insurance, right? They'll pull it for those reasons. Now, when they pull it for those reasons, it leaves a mark. That mark is called an inquiry. By law, the inquiry has a statute of limitation of what? 2 years. So after 2 years, it falls off organically. However, there's a however to this. The inquiry can get deleted within 24 hours of it being on your credit or more. Now, if you have open lines of credit, right? Let's say you got a American Express and it's an open account. Even though, I'm giving you both sides, even though you can delete the inquiry, I do not recommend it. I'm telling you the truth, but I'm also giving you a best practice. Even though you can delete the inquiry within 24 to 48 hours of getting it, I do not recommend it because when they do another pull, it's not a hard pull now, it's a soft pull, it's a look. And if they see that that inquiry is gone, they will shut down that line of credit they were extending to you. Or if you already have an existing open account and it's still within that 2-year mark and you delete that inquiry, they can still delete the account. So I preach, do not do it. Have I done it? Yes. Have I been successful? Yes. I'm giving you both sides of the equation. All right? Can you do it? Yes. Do I recommend it? No. Just leave it alone. It's 2 years. Inquiries not tied to open accounts, that's a different story. Example, when you go to the dealerships and your credit gets run 10, 15, 21 times. Well, you only got financing from one company. So where are all these other people coming from? Who are they? Who gave them permissible purpose? 15 U.S.C. 1681b2 speaks on permissible purpose of the consumer report. And it's going to say something like this. A consumer reporting agency may furnish a consumer report under the following circumstances and no other. And then B2 says, with written permission from the consumer to whom it relates, which means written permission must be given. Permissible purpose cannot be assigned. So you can agree for one company to pull your reports and then they assign that to somebody else. I've never read that. I read the new law. It is not in there. I haven't seen it. Right? Written permission must be given. So it's important for you to know that. So when there is not written permission, this gives you the ability to get those items deleted. Now, as we go into your accounts, there's a few things we need to talk about when it comes to your account. The first thing we need to comprehend is this. 35, 30, 15, 10, and 10. Does that mean anything to anyone? What does that mean? Hold up. All right, so catch box, the last time I started here, I want to start over here. Catch box, who won it over here? Oh, you're all the way in the back. No, all right. Yes. 35, 30, 15, 10, 10. Does that mean anything to you? So this side knows, but this side is a little shaky. All right, let's see. So, all right, cool, yeah. See, shout out to good people. So the gentleman right there in the black, right beside the cameras. So I'm going to take one from you. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want 5 people, right? 5 people to help me out. So the first one I'm going to take from you. What's 35?
I believe it's utilization. Oh, payment history.
All right. So we have payment history. Okay, 30%. Who's next? Right in the pink. No, you can, it's a cash box. You can toss it.
Amount of debt.
Huh?
Amount of debt.
Okay, or otherwise called utilization. All right. Who's next? All right, we got one right there. We got a live one. 15 is what?
The credit age.
I can't hear you. The what?
Credit age.
The what?
Credit age.
All right,
Age
you
of your
got
credit.
age. All right, I need somebody else for 10. Who got me for 10? We got 10 going once, 10 going twice. So, wait, you got a one already. I need somebody else. We got 10 in the building. Anybody got 10? 10 for one. 10. All right, we got one right there. We got one right there beside the lady in the red. All right, what is 10?
It's hard inquiries.
Say again?
It's the hard inquiries, right?
All right, so we got inquiries, INQ. We got one more 10. What is that? Who got that one? Can't do you. You got one already. Let's take from the other side. Toss it. It's a cash box. Yep.
Types of accounts.
Say again?
The accounts.
All right,
Type of accounts.
otherwise called the mix. Now, why is it important to know this? Well, Herman will tell you that when you're being positioned to go to the bank, you need to know what this means. This is how you position a report so you can get the most amount of funding based on your income qualification, or if it's stated income, whatever, right? So this also goes into something else. And there's something else that it goes into. We're going to break this down a little bit further. Because what do we know? Why aren't you zooming, thingy? What's going on? All right. All right, so since you're going to act up, I'm going to just skip you. So now that we know 35, 30, 15, 10, 10. It goes to something else. You know what? I want to go back to the screen because I want to keep it. From, work with me, board. What's going on? Okay. So from 300 to 850, we got FICO. And we already discussed FICO, right? We know that FICO is what? The top player in the game because they were first in to develop this scoring model that assess risk for financial institutions, right? So between 300 and 850, how many points does that give us? How much? How much? That's all the amount of points you need to learn to maximize. So we got 550 points. Now, if we have 550 points and we have a pie chart that is broken down into 35, 30, 15, 10, 10, it also means 100% is also equal to 550. Can I get a witness? All right. So now, what do we do? Well, if 35% goes to payment history, what percentage of 550 is 35%? How much? How much? All right, so we got 192.5. 30%, how much is that? How much? I'm hearing some different numbers. Somebody's saying, let me see all the hands that say 165. How many say 162? Okay, somebody. So, 162, are you willing to bet on it? We got 165 and 162. How committed are you to your answer? I got you, my brother. We good. We family here. So it's 165, right? Now, when it comes to the age, how much does the age give? 15% give me what? How much? How much? How much? Okay, I heard some different numbers, but all right. We have 82.5. 10%. Okay. And 10 is 55, right? So when you add all of these up, 192.5, 165, 82.5, 55, and 55, you should get a total of 550. Is that correct? Is that correct? How sure are you? Good. Very good. So now that we comprehend this, we know something else about this. This we know something about. What do we know about a payment history and a utilization? Talk to me. Well, where's the cash box? Somebody's telling me that it's excluded, right? Just toss it over there. I promise you it won't break. It will not break. Just toss it over there. Just don't hit my cameras though. Just toss it. Like, woo! Boom. See, that cash box is so much fun. All right. Oh, big bro, you don't even have to do that. All they got to do is just throw it around. Yeah, just throw it around the room. Right? So we know that 35 and 30 equals what?
65%.
This is equal to 65%, right? What is 192.5 plus 165?
397.5.
357.5, right? These are facts. We're not asking, we're not guessing. These are facts. So somebody might be wondering, Doreen, where did you get those numbers from? Well, FICO already gave it to us. They gave us a breakdown of their scoring chart-based model. How can we use this information to finesse a consumer report? How do we use this information to put a consumer report together? Well, we comprehend that late payments or a payment history and utilizations are excluded from a consumer report, right? This is a fact. Unless somebody wants me to prove it. I can't hear y'all. Y'all don't sound like you want me to prove it. I still can't hear none of y'all. I still don't hear you. All right. So let's take a walk over to Google. And let's go to 15 USC 1681A. Right? And when we go here, we're going to see definition, rules, and construct. See, there's a peculiar part that speaks about the word exclusions. And what do we know about the word exclusion? Exclusion means what?
Not included.
It means what?
Not included.
It means what?
Not included.
So if the exclusion means that it's not included except as otherwise provided in paragraph 3, the term consumer report does not include. But there's a word. There's a word that we need to know the definition of. What is that word? What word? What word? Why y'all talking like y'all not sure? What's the word? All right, we need to know what the report means. So now, this isn't Darain making this definition up. This is what's written by Congress. I wish I had the power to write what I want. I don't. Guys get paid in Washington to do this. I get paid to teach it to y'all. If y'all feel me? In general, the term consumer report means any written, oral, or other communication of any information by a consumer reporting agency, or did it say by a credit bureau? Wait, let me read it again. I thought I might have seen something. In general, the term consumer report means any written, oral, or other communication of any information by a credit bureau bearing on the...
No.
Wait, what happened?
No.
Wait, in general, the term consumer report means any written, oral, or other communication of any information by a credit bureau bearing on it. Why y'all keep stopping me? Why y'all keep stopping me?
No, don't say that.
Why? Who has a catch box? I can't hear y'all. Why you keep stopping me? Why?
That's a false word.
Okay. Tell me more.
Bureau doesn't exist. It said communication of any information by a consumer reporting agency.
Oh, a consumer reporting agency. So why am I hearing people saying credit bureau?
Double speaking.
Who said that?
Double speaking.
Who just said that? I need $100. Somebody bring me $100. Oh, wait. I got $100. Come get it. Just come and get it. Kevin, bring this over there. Come and get it. Just go give him $100. Double speaking. We were told lies about credit. Everything you thought you knew about credit is a lie. Read the laws. The laws cannot lie. They told you a credit bureau exists. It does not exist. It is not there. The law says a consumer reporting agency, not a credit bureau. There is one bureau, and it's the Bureau of Consumer Finance Protection, the CFPB. That is the only bureau. A credit bureau does not exist. When a lot of y'all, not y'all in here because y'all are smart, I just heard it, but when a lot of other people write and say, I pulled my credit bureau report and I saw this. You know the reason why they say validated? Because you're addressing an entity that does not exist. Who are you speaking to? Because if my name is Darain, if you call me John, I will not acknowledge you. That is not my name. What is their name? What's their name? What is their name? All right. So any communication of information by a consumer reporting agency bearing on a consumer's credit worthiness, credit standing, credit capacity, character, general reputation, personal characteristics, or mode of living which is used or expected to be used or collected in whole or in part for the purpose of serving as a what? Factor in establishing a consumer's eligibility for A, credit or insurance to be used primarily for personal, household, family, B, employment purposes, C, any purpose authorized in the 1681B. Well, did we see FICO anywhere?
Nowhere.
Did we see Vantage anywhere?
Nowhere.
So why were we also told that a FICO is our credit report or our consumer report? Double speaking again. So now, if they told us that a FICO is a consumer report, it now means that the factors of FICO you now associate with your consumer report. And if you assume the factors of FICO with your consumer report, then it means there is a late payment, because now we are saying that the FICO and the consumer report are one and the same. The definition says it's not. FICO or Vantage or any risk score model or factors is not listed. Well, if it's not listed, what does that mean? Can somebody ask me, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
I can't hear you.
What does that mean?
It means that the consumer report is an independent item, separate from a FICO or a Vantage factor. So the factors that makes FICO algorithm work has nothing to do with the information reported on your consumer report. Your consumer report exists independently without a FICO score. A FICO score cannot be generated without information from your consumer report. They are not the same. Ooh, this part's so good. I think I'm gonna just get this part myself. Golly. So if we know this now to be true, it means everything that follows must also be true. See, report containing information solely as to transactions or experiences between the consumer and the person making the report. Those words jumped out at me like how a chicken jumps out of a chicken coop. Listen, I was raised in the country, all right? I was in the country. We had roosters, we had chickens. I had a chicken farm, so I know what I'm talking about. So, well, what are transactions? What are experiences? Isn't your transaction a payment history? When you swipe that card, you're in a transaction. Doesn't that transaction also shows up as a payment history?
Yes.
Well, hold up. But somebody told me that a late payment exists. Transactions or experiences. Well, if I apply for a line of credit and that line of credit was extended to me and I'm using that on a continuous basis, that is my experience with my line of credit and the lender that extended that credit to me. So if I max the card out, well, doesn't that fit utilization?
Yes.
So if my transactions or my experiences between the consumer, who is the consumer? Tap yourself and say me. Who is the consumer? Me. Okay. But there's another word. The person. Well, who could they be talking about? Let's go investigate, right? See, Congress did a great job when they made these hyperlinks. because all I got to do is click on it. It says the term person means any individual, partnership, corporation, trust, estate, cooperative. But there's a word here that got my attention. Corporation. But there's also partnership, there's also trust, there's also estate, there's also cooperative. You see where I'm going with this? It lists out all the persons that can possibly put an item on your consumer report. So we know that the transaction between those persons that's listed are excluded. We know also what? The experience is also excluded. So now, with this information, what do we know? We now know that if a payment history and utilization is excluded, we also know that we can reclaim up to 357.5 points. When I cracked this code, I built an 800 credit score 3 times in 1 year. And I'm not telling y'all this to say, oh, Doreen's a superstar. I am just like you. You are just like me. The difference is I am taking the time out to invest in what I put here. The greatest real estate you have is right here. So as you develop yourself and develop your mind, yesterday I said something. If the things you look at starts to change, no. When the things you look at change, the things that you also look at will change. What does that mean? If you start to look at things differently, you will start seeing differently. Because what you feed in is what you put out. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The words that you use, what you consume. Is there a 95-inch TV in your home and no books? Or is there a little screen to no screen, but there are hundreds of books? Why is that important? The difference between a rich person and a poor person, when you step into their house, you'll know. One home is full of books. One has flat screen TVs everywhere. One is being programmed and entertained while one is being educated and taking action. That is what separates the rich from the poor, is the quality of information we consume. What are you feeding your mind? It's very important stuff. The mind is like a seed. And what do we know about a good seed? It must be planted where? In what? In what? How do you make the soil good? How do you make the soil fertile? It's what you put in, the things you consume, the people you're around, the mentorships you join. Show me your friends. I can tell you who you are. Birds of a feather? Have you ever seen an eagle flying with a pigeon? Who's seen it? Has anyone ever seen an eagle and a pigeon hanging out? See, the eagle fly so low because it don't want to fly so low. That might have just went over somebody's head, God damn it. That part went over somebody's head. An eagle flies so low by themselves because they don't fly so low. No other bird can fly an altitude equal to the eagle. None. That is why the eagle sticks with its own kind. You will never see eagles with pigeons, seagulls, never, never, never. The only time you will see an eagle interacting with a pigeon is when it's time to eat, because the pigeon is lunch. That is all. It is lunch, nothing more. Are you eagles or are you pigeons? It's very important that you distinguish yourself. So being planted in the right environment gives you the opportunity to soar. Eagles fly so low because they don't fly so low. So now, there's another section. There is another section that speaks about late payment. And a lot of people talk about it. 15 USC 1666B. Who's familiar with that? Put a raise of hand. 15 USC 1666B. Where's the catch box?
Right here.
Where's the catch box? This is so good. All right. Where are you? Catch box is there, right? All right. My friend here in the white, can we throw over the catch box? Just throw it up and he'll get it. I want y'all to stick with me. I'm going somewhere with this, all right? Can you tell me what 15 USC 1666B says? No, I don't want it that way. Tell me what you've heard about 15 USC 1666B, and I'm going to give you what 15 USC 1666B really is. Then I'm going to walk off this stage. Talk to me.
Timing of late payments.
Okay, talk to me some more. What have you heard in the internet with people saying, oh, I know how to delete late payments? What have you heard? Tell me.
I heard that you can utilize this law by stating that you can get rid of your late payments.
Okay, that's one version. I'm going to take that. I need one more. There's something specific I'm looking for behind you. What do they say online?
If you ask for a goodwill letter, they'll.
That's a taboo word. So, house rule, and I like that you said that. Goodwill letter. Tell me, what are they talking about goodwill letters online? Who writes a goodwill letter? I'm going to tell you who. Somebody that is not in this room. Not none of y'all. Somebody that is not in this room, they're going to write a goodwill letter. Why? The things that they don't know, that other people that know the thing they don't know is using that thing against them because they don't know. So, ooh, I see cooking up good credit with Coy in the building. Okay, we ain't begging. I am going to show you how you properly use 15 USC 1666B. And go tell that guru on the internet that I said it. Tell him to come and fact check me. And go tell that loan officer, that banker, any one of them to come and check me on this information. If you got consumer lawyers too, tell them to come see me. Oh, y'all don't know. I'm about all the smoke. I want all the smoke. All right, 15 USC 1666B. What does it say? Timing of payments. You were correct, right? But there's something else in there. On the internet, I hear people saying, oh, a creditor can treat a payment as late. Yes, they can, but there is a but. See, is that a period? Is that a period? I know I got a high school diploma, so I need somebody that's great with communication or got a bachelor's or something. What does it mean when there's a comma? What does that mean? It means it still go on, right? What does a period do? It closes out a sentence, right? I got a high school diploma, and I'm quite sure I paid attention in high school. Periods close out the sentence. The comma means, wait, I'm going to take a breath, and then I'm going to go back, right? I'm going to just, and then I'm going to go back. I'm sure that's what it meant. All right. So this thing changes what they are saying. A creditor may not treat a payment on a credit card account under an open-end consumer credit plan as late for any purpose unless. Somebody say unless. Somebody say unless. I know I'm over time, but if y'all want me to stop, I'll just get off right now. Should I just go? I'm over time. Do y'all want me to go? I don't believe y'all. Do y'all want me to go? Do y'all want me to go? Do y'all want me to go? Okay. Unless what, Doreen? That's what you should be asking. Unless what? They cannot treat a payment as late unless something. What is that something? Why can't they treat it as late? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Let's go investigate, shall we? It is written in their laws. A creditor may not treat a payment on a credit card account under an open-end consumer credit plan as late for any purpose unless the creditor has adopted reasonable procedures designed to ensure that each periodic statement, including the information required by section 1637B of this title, is mailed or delivered to the consumer not late than 21 days. Well, hold up. Wait. Something doesn't smell right. For a creditor to put a payment as late, they must also prove that each periodic statement, 21 days before your before your payment due date, they must prove that the information required by section 1637B was mailed out to you or delivered before that can happen. What does that mean? It means that they must prove that if your payment date, what day is today? Somebody talk to me. The 30th, right? So if today is your payment due date, 21 days before today, 21 days before today, they must have mailed out or delivered the requirements of section 1637B to you and show proof that it was mailed or delivered before they can treat a payment as late. So for everybody with a late payment, when did you get that statement? When did you get 1637B? Well, if they furnished it, yeah, play that. Just low like that, I like it. Play it, just like that. Okay, I'm going somewhere with it. So now, right, if they put it on the report, what else must be true? They must have furnished that evidence to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, because 15 USC 1681 EB, a consumer reporting agency, must have reasonable procedures to ensure maximum possible accuracy of the consumer report. They cannot furnish a payment as late without the evidence that it was mailed 21 days before the due date. So how can they furnish a payment as late? Well, This is where we write dispute letters and we request the evidence. It's not what you know, it's what you can. What you can. There is no late payment. Thank you.